Hey everyone, I just want to do a quick video on the topic of do I regret paying off my mortgage? And the simple answer is no, I do not regret paying off my mortgage. Just some background information. I had a 15-year mortgage and it was 2.8% interest rate. I paid it off in 7 years. So less than half the time. And I want to share in this video 3 reasons why I do not regret paying off my mortgage. First and foremost, number one reason why I do not regret paying off my mortgage is the emotional and psychological freedom I get from not having that debt hanging over my head. My family is 100% debt free. No mortgage, no car loans, no student loans, no credit card debt, nothing. We are 100% debt free. The last debt was the mortgage, and our mortgage payment was less than $1,200 a month if I was to go according to the amortization schedule. But clearly, I went more than the minimum 1,200. But since paying off the mortgage back in February of 2023, I can't even express to you how much better I sleep at night, knowing that I own everything that I have. Like it's all under my name, my family's name, not a creditor's. Okay. I am not afraid of losing my job. Once I paid off the debt, I was like no longer afraid of, well, what happens if I lose my job? Yes, I had savings. Yes, I had an emergency fund that would cover us for 6 months to a year, whatever that was. But now I have the freedom to just say, hey, all I have to do now to support my family is literally work a minimum wage job making 12, $13 an hour at Walmart or Target somewhere, and we will be fine. The worst case scenario is me working at Target for the rest of my life to support my family if it comes down to that. Not a bad fallback plan. Okay. And psychologically, think about this for a second. If you're someone with a mortgage, and let's say if it's 2.8%, okay, and it's $1,200 a month, and you're in that case, and you say, like, why would I ever want to pay that off? But there is a psychological cost. And here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to say this sentence and tell me what comes straight to your mind. On Monday, you're laid off from your job. What is the first thought that comes to your mind? Yeah, how am I going to pay my mortgage, right? I think that is a realistic example. You're going straight to your mortgage. But I thought it was 1,200. I thought it didn't really matter. Didn't you just say that? Well, it does matter, doesn't it? Because it's so tight. You don't realize it until you lose your job or the threat of losing your job. Just think about, 3 years ago during COVID, that was when I really escalated my pay down, mortgage pay down because we were at a situation where I didn't know if I was going to have my corporate job because everybody was, was shutting down due to COVID. And I didn't want that psychological, fear hanging over me. So I want you to take that into consideration. Number two, number two reason why I do not regret paying off my job is the life freedom, just the choices in life that you can have just opens up like a floodgate. Okay, so I paid off my mortgage in February, and in October, I have waited over a decade to leave corporate life. And I was blessed with an opportunity to leave, and here I am pursuing my passion hobby. And I can tell you the reason why I have not done this sooner was because I had that mortgage and I could not risk the safety and security of my family, having a wife and 2 kids, and I'm the only one that works outside the home and bringing in the money. I just couldn't risk it. But with no mortgage and just needing to make minimum wage to support my family, I felt like I have the skills, I have the background, and I can bring the value that would allow me to support my family in a way that I've always desired outside of my corporate finance job. Now, people said I was crazy to leave corporate finance, right? If you know where I used to work, you know then how big of a deal it was. And just even if it was not with my old company, but just corporate finance, how well compensated I was. People were like, "How could you leave that career? You spent over 15 years building yourself up and you're just leaving it behind." Well, I'm leveraging those skills still, but in a different arena. All right. Instead of making money for corporation, I want to help people, individuals make money, help individuals understand how to make money. So that level of freedom just opened up when I became 100% debt free, when I, was no longer shackled down by the mortgage. And number three, the reason why I have no regret to paying off my mortgage is because I realized what type of lifestyle I wanted. The lifestyle that I have today is so different from the lifestyle when I had a mortgage. Just an example, outside of just leaving my traditional finance job, but the idea that I can, have the idea of, hey, if I want to go on vacation for a month and travel to the East Coast, to Washington, D.C., to the Carolinas, to Maine, and also, okay, that is a trailer to what our plans are for the upcoming summer. But that would have been very difficult to plan and to execute if I had a mortgage, and especially if I had a traditional corporate job. I can't just take a month off from work, right? Or moreover, another example is the idea that, hey, if I don't want to do certain work relating to finance, if there are certain projects that I don't want to be involved with, I have the freedom and flexibility to say no to all of that. And that's because money is no longer the driver for why I work. Before, I was switching jobs every 2 years or sometimes every year because there was another company was willing to pay me, 10, 20,000 more. And I was just chasing that because my goal was, hey, if I'm going to work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, I might as well get paid the most for it, right? Because I want to achieve financial independence as quickly as possible. But now I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing value that comes into my life. Meaning, if I find work that doesn't really align to what I'm hoping to achieve, then I can just say, hey, no, I'll pass on this. Even if they offer me, tons of money to do it, I'll say, that's not really that important to me right now. So I'm not chasing money anymore. And that is an incredible feeling when you can dictate what you work on and because it's something that's value added to your life. So those are the three reasons why I do not regret paying off my mortgage. And I encourage you to consider your circumstances and see if it resonates with you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care.